Ladies and gentlemen, today we have some very exciting leaks to get into. Some of them it's like, okay, this is news, but we kind of have to read between the lines potentially. We have some Duskbloods leaks, even though we can play the game here in a few days. We have another leak, and then we have another massive leak. Then we have a massive Halo leak about Halo coming to the Switch 2. And I think this points towards that next Nintendo Direct just being truly one of the craziest Nintendo Directs of all time. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. There is truly so much news coming out, and I could have talked about this stuff in yesterday's video, but I wanted to make this Zelda video that pretty much got 0 views. It's probably got like 500 views, which is very, very low. That's normally how many views I can get on a video in like an hour. So if you like Zelda, go watch that video, but every video is not about getting views. Some of it is just straight passion. Now I'm here to talk about all these crazy leaks. And that last Nintendo Direct we got, we were thinking, this is it. This is as good as it could possibly be. Now I think it's that next Nintendo Direct in September. So before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, that would truly mean the world to me. Also, you might as well follow me on Instagram and Twitter so we can keep the communities growing. And let's just go ahead and get right into this one. So the first thing I want to do is talk about Fortnite. And I know, you probably don't care about Fortnite. I have this relationship where I'll play the game nonstop for like a month or two, then I won't play it for 8 months, and I'll hop back in. This next season though, that is starting on August 20th, so tomorrow, which I will be playing, I might even be streaming it. This is a pretty big deal because this is their like ultimate gaming collaboration season. They have Sonic, they have Joker from Persona 5, they have Sora from Kingdom Hearts. They have some other characters that look like knockoff Nintendo characters. But the main reason I want to talk about it is Nintendo and Fortnite are kind of hyping up this little secret. And I'll be putting it on the screen right now, and it just says, looks like Fortnite sent us something for August 20th, wonder what it does. So the theory going around is Fortnite and Nintendo finally about to do a collaboration. So if you don't know, previous, like 2 or 3 years ago I think, there was supposed to be a Metroid collaboration with Fortnite, but it fell apart because Nintendo wanted it to be exclusive to the Nintendo Switch, like Samus only for the Switch. But Epic wanted everybody to be able to buy Metroid. And then if that happened, obviously if you're playing on Xbox or PlayStation, you would have a Metroid character on those consoles. So Nintendo said, Buster, we're not doing it. So the theory is there is finally going to be a Nintendo Fortnite collaboration, and that character will only be exclusive to the Switch 2. So now let's talk about the Duskbloods, which has a pretty big leak going around, and I'm gonna assume this is coming from some kind of data leak because of the playtest happening. Starting today, the day I'm recording this video, you can download Duskbloods on your Switch 2 if you have a code for the playtest, and I do have a code. If I'm allowed to, I think I will stream the Duskbloods on Friday from 12 to 2 p.m. Because my daughters get off the bus at like 2:30. If I'm allowed to do that, I will definitely be streaming it, but I'll be playing it regardless and talking about it as much as I can. I'm sure everybody will be talking about it, so I don't see why this would be an issue. But still, up until right now, I really don't know much about what is going on here, but we have a leak and we can see there is 14 different characters available to choose. And I'll be showing some of these on the screen right now. And I think it's going to be 8 versus 8 battles. And then I believe I read somewhere else that there's like AI monsters and creatures on the battlefield that can kind of kill you and hunt you as well. Even with all that information, I still don't really know what to expect. I'm actually translating this from a Japanese website. That's where I'm getting all this information from. So yeah, we really don't have much longer to see what this is. And it's crazy that this is actually an exclusive Switch 2 game. So I expect it to be a pretty big deal. And then we also have confirmation of a leak that we've already kind of went over twice now. I think at this point we've seen it leak out through the ratings boards. And then I think it was Bilbo Kun the first time who leaked that this is coming in September. But now we have an official release date and price and just the rest of the details. Diablo IV is releasing on the Switch 2 on September 15th for $69.99, including Age of Hatred Collection. I'm not really sure what the Age of Hatred Collection is. I'm going to assume it's all the expansions and DLC. Now, a lot of people are curious, is this going to be on the cartridge because this is coming from Microsoft, Xbox, whatever? Because as far as I know, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think like a majority of this game is played online. Like I think it's also a single player story there, but where people really have a lot of fun is playing online. And like I said, I could be wrong. So I just feel like it would definitely be a game key card. Or honestly, and I don't want this to be true, I could see this being straight up a code in the box situation. And I think that's probably what it's going to end up being. Now, a theory me, myself, and a bunch of other people had is September 15th, which I believe is a Tuesday, is that the day of the Nintendo Direct? And I do think it is. I think this would be shadow dropped that day. I could see it being on the eShop right after the Nintendo Direct, and then a physical copy will be coming in November or something, right? Because we see this happening over and over. So time will tell on this. It is a game I really don't care about, but I do think it is cool because like the status of this game, you know what I mean? This is another massive game that we just had no hope of playing it on the original Switch. So the Switch 2 is just getting these games left and right. Now a game that I really want to play. And I hate repeating myself, but you know, it's context, right? I have a PlayStation 5. I can play it there. And it's probably going to be the better experience. But I just prefer to play a lot of games handheld. And this is where I prefer to play this game. And I'm talking about Halo coming over to the Switch 2. I thought this was inevitable. I thought they would have shown this off day one when they did show it off. But it just didn't happen. It did look like beautiful and like a grand adventure, but seeing what the Switch 2 can now play, I just think, yeah, it's probably going to be able to run on the Switch 2. And now I just think we have confirmation that it's straight up coming to the Switch 2. And if I had to guess, probably getting revealed at that next Nintendo Direct. And the source, you know, is a fantastic source. So let me break this down for you. So Insider Special Nick stated that a Halo-themed amiibo figure is already ready, which sparked rumors about the series' imminent release on the Nintendo Switch 2. And I want to give credit where it's due. I love giving credit. I don't ever want to not give credit. I read another article, and I think this might have came from a podcast with Nintendo Prime, potentially. So shout out to all of them for, you know, getting this information out there. But the article reads, Master Chief may soon appear on the Nintendo console. Such rumors were sparked by a statement from Insider Special Nick, who claims that a ready-made amiibo figure related to the Halo series already exists. During a recent stream, the Insider answered questions about the possible appearance of Xbox games on Switch 2. He stated that Microsoft seems to want to release Halo on the Nintendo platform, adding that the amiibo is already ready. So, if the amiibo is already ready, Nintendo and Microsoft had to have been in talks for a while about this. I'm sure they knew from the start it was going to come over to the Switch 2. I feel like Microsoft is one of the first companies that had a dev kit for the Switch 2. And we've already seen games like the Oblivion remaster, Indiana Jones, we have Diablo IV coming out. Halo just makes a lot of sense. And I think a Halo amiibo is so cool. So I'm actually not sure, and I could be wrong, but I think Master Chief was in Super Smash Brothers, right? Am I wrong? I could be wrong. I didn't play a lot of Smash on the Switch, but I definitely know I've never seen a Master Chief amiibo out there. So yeah, I just think this is 100% happening. This would be a huge announcement. Now, Diablo IV, probably going to be a code in box. This, I would hope, would be fully on the cartridge. And if it is fully on the cartridge, this thing is going to sell out immediately. Truly, like instantly. And I would go and buy it in a heartbeat. I cannot wait to play this. I've heard firsthand experience from a lot of people that it's actually living up to their expectations and not to fall for all the dumb shit online, right? Like people saying, oh my God, this sucks. So yeah, I can't wait for this. And I think this just points at that next Nintendo Direct being absolutely insane. Now I have one more leak for you, and it's about a game that was revealed, right? And we all expected this to come to the Switch 2. Now, the way I'm getting this leak to you is firsthand experience. Maybe I have an answer already through my email, but I was just emailed at 3:45 p.m. and it's 5:04 when I'm recording this video. I was just emailed about signing up for the Persona 4 Revival creator program, where it's like you get in on promotional stuff. When the game keys for review come out, they send them to you, and there's a bunch of other cool stuff going on as well. So they asked me, do I want to be a part of this? I said yes, and they sent me this application. Now here's the interesting thing. I'll actually pull it up on my phone. You can see for Persona 4 Revival directly from whatever companies. When you fill this out, it asks your name, your email, what's your YouTube channel, what kind of content do you make. Then it asked, for review keys, which console do you prefer? And Xbox is on there, and PlayStation is on there, but also Nintendo is on there. And I think this just straight up confirms that this game is also coming to the Switch too. This is another game I think that would be revealed at that next Nintendo Direct. And yeah, Persona 4 Revival. It just makes sense coming to the Switch too. That market would be massive. It's a huge percentage of the Persona fan base. They're on Nintendo platforms, right? We already have all the other Persona games, Persona 3 Reload. Why would we not get Persona 4 Revival? It doesn't make sense, right? So yeah, Persona 4 Revival 100% is coming to the Switch too. And I think this little email that I got, I think it pretty much confirms it. But ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this? Because your opinion matters most. So in the comments below, I would love to hear from you guys. Truly, there's a lot happening. So let me know what you guys are thinking. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, if you could do me a favor, hit a like and subscribe on the way out. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter on the way out, and consider becoming a channel member. And be on the lookout for multiple streams this week. And you guys know me, I'll see you very soon with a new video. Peace.